everybody, and welcome into HelenKenner.com. I'm excited to be here today. I've had one of those all about me days. It started off with a dentist appointment, every 6 months, and then I went and had my nails done. Then I went to get my hair done. So I've had a busy day today. It turned out okay, didn't it? It's the thing I hate about getting my hair done is that I can never repeat it. But anyway, I like it for the one night because it's always on a Wednesday when I do my Facebook Live. So I get to show off for you guys a little. But anyway, I hope you guys have had a good week. Please say hello when you get here so I'll know that, one, you can hear me, and two, that you're here so I can say hello. So, please say hello when you get here. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, Sue. Oh, that was sweet. I appreciate it. So I guess you can hear me. That's always my fear. But I have several things that I want to show y'all tonight. I had my downline meeting last night, and let's see if I can share this. Let's see. These are the cards that we make. We usually make have one class, or the cards that we make are things that our team can take back themselves. But aren't they beautiful? They're using the Celebrate Everything Designer Series paper that's in the mini catalog, and you get like 48 sheets, 4 each of all 12 by 12. So it's really, really pretty. And all the seasons. That could be New Year's, it could be 4th of July, winter, Christmas, Halloween, or look at that one. That one's really pretty. This could be birthday, or let's celebrate anything. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Oh, there's Halloween for sure. But I love this one because it's fall. In fact, I think I've used this one on a project before. Isn't that pretty? That one is definitely, I think, 4th of July. And that one can be birthday or celebrate anything. But anyway, they got to make this little sampler. But look at all the cards. Let's celebrate you. Be jolly. It's winter. X's and O's, made with love. Boo and Merry Christmas. This one had a little to and from. So some really cute cards made out of that designer series paper last night. But anyway, I did want to show you that. And every month we have a swap. This month we had a theme every month. And this month was, let me put you down so that you can see. There. Was Halloween. So this one was by Penny. I thought that one was really I tried to get them to put their name on the back. But isn't that cute? Just as cute as it can be. And I love that. Say boo and scary on. And this one was really pretty. This one's from Nanette. And it's Happy Halloween. And she used the little punch to punch out the alphabet with. So that one was really cute. And this one was from, let me think. Was it Debbie? No, I think Debbie. Yeah, there's Debbie. Who was this? This one I think was Cheryl. I think. Hey, Naomi. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Super cute. Yeah. Yeah. I think Cheryl made this one. Cheryl, if it wasn't you, I'm sorry. This one was Sandy. I thought this one was really cute. Trick or treat. With some craft envelopes. And this one is using the gnomes. Isn't she cute? Look at that. Oh, happy Halloween. No, this one's from Cheryl. Wait a minute. It was somebody. Who was it? That one's going to bug me until I figure out who it was. This one's from Cheryl. She put her name on it. This one's from Debbie. Yeah, I thought so because I was asking her about that pretty paper. It's ombre sparkle paper. Isn't that cute? And I love this paper. And then this one's from Sandy. This one was really pretty. She's used some of that cork paper, but look. Isn't that cute? Everybody's just done a really good job. This one is from Sarah. That's who this is from, I think. So anyway, we do have, a challenge every month and a swap. So we have a theme so everybody can, stay on track with the theme. But didn't they do a good job? It was always so much fun when they do that. So I did want to show that. Now I wanted to remind you that if you're going to join my newsletter in October, I'm going to start with the 12 weeks of Christmas, and I'm giving you a sneak peek so you'll have an idea of what I'm talking about. These are some of the projects. This is one of the cards, but isn't that adorable? This is a candy holder. This one holds Hershey's bar. But isn't that adorable? And then this one I love too. You can put candy in it. So each week, this is just some samples, maybe the first 3 that I'm going to mail out to everybody. Oh, thanks, Sue. So each week I'm going to have feature a project. It's going to have a tutorial, the measurements, pictures, and a small quick video on how to make this. So if you want these, make sure you're on my email list and you go to my website, www.helenkenner.com, and on the right hand side it says sign up here. So you don't want to miss this. It starts October the 1st, so you still have a little while to make sure you're on it. But I just thought those were adorable. And so I have more. I just wanted to tease you some on, some of the projects that we're going to be doing. So I didn't want you to miss out on that. Okay, let me go back to here. So I have a couple of projects that I did on my Monday night class, which was my techniques and fancy fold class. So I thought I would show you some. I'm trying to transition into the fall. Now this one I cased from Wendy. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I can't think of her last name. Well, Cranford, Wendy Cranford. Now mine's very different than hers, but isn't that cute? Some people just make life better. Look at that. It's a little book, but this one is the same thing. So I'm trying to, like I said, transition to the fall. And this one is using the what is it? The Rustic Harvest Designer Series paper. But isn't that beautiful? We love it. Love it, love it. All right. What else? The other thing I wanted to make sure I showed you tonight was I told you about my October 1st World Card Making endeavor that I'm doing to support the Ronald McDonald House of Eastern North Carolina. We're going to be making 2 photo books, one to give and one to keep. Now, you can do like a baby book, like the one that we're going to be giving to the Ronald McDonald House, or you can, the one that you're going to keep, you can change up the focal point and do it as a grandparent. Isn't that adorable? So instead of the little elephant, you would put in, like a grandparent. Places in the heart. That's what we'll be using. Or if you want to do your book as, for a pet, I'm going to have the Christmas Scotty stamp set there. So you can, do a puppy dog or whatever. So I did want to go over that. It's $10. $10 to do both books. It should only take us about 30 minutes to make both of these because I'll have everything cut and scored and ready for you. So anyway, this is the first time I've done something like this, and I'm really excited about it. I think I've I have a big goal of 50. I have about 10 so far, so I'm I've got a long way to go between now and 50, but I'm hoping that people will understand you don't have to be here to make these. If you want to, support them, you sign up for it, register, and pay the $10, and then I can make both of those for you. So just know that you don't have to be here. All right. Let me think. Oh, and I almost forgot the biggest thing. Oh, no, Naomi, you don't want the hurricane. Yes. Yes. We made it through the summer without hurricanes and August, but yeah, September sometimes is when we get the hurricanes as well. But anyway, hopefully you don't get one either. But anyway, okay. So let me show you what we're going to be making. This is a card. Okay, now this is the one that we made, sending a note of thanks, and you open it up like that. This one's from Wendy Cranford as well. Isn't that pretty? But I'm going to change it up tonight and show you. So how to make that fold. You see that fold? To give it that look. What you have to do is take a pencil and mark, gosh, was it 1 1/4? No, 1 1/2. 1 1/2 inch, 1 1/2 inch. 1 1/2 inch on each side and 1 1/2 on both of these. Then you take your scoring This is how I scored it. I'm gonna score from here to there, and from here to there, here to there, and here to there. So I put it in my score. Shoot, let me see. I don't want to use the, hold on one second. I don't want to use that one. The take your pick tool is the Swiss Army knife of crafting, and it has uh, um, the scoring tool. So what you're gonna do is I'm gonna put the, I want to use this because these will get in my way and I can't like see good. So this way I can see exactly where I'm going. I put it in there and put it in here and make sure I can get it. Do you see? There. Then I turn it to this side. And again, just follow the track. Okay. On all 4 folds. Can you see how I'm doing it? I hope you can. Now, if you don't have a Swiss Army crafting tool, you want one. This is really cool. Alright, so that's all you have to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of go ahead and fold these in. Fold them, fold them, fold them, and fold them. See, like that? And then fold them in. That's all. You just kind of get it started and then you fold it closed. Now, do you see if I just leave it, it's going to be all cockeyed. So what you want to do is make sure the fold is right down at the bottom. And then use your second best tool, which is, oops, did I get it? No, I moved it. This is bone folder. And you kind of manhandle it a little. Like that. Okay, whew. Now look at it. See how good that is? Alright. So, good, good, good. Then, I've got 2 pieces. You want to go ahead and center this bottom piece on here. Like that. Center it there. Alright, and then, do you see how you have some up here? You're going to take your ruler and you're going to best guess 1/4 of an inch. Okay. I guess I did something with my pencil. Okay. That looks about 1/4 of an inch on both. So lightly with a pencil. I'm using a pen there, but because I can't get up and go find it. Because my hand to move. Find here. Okay. And then you just cut that off. Okay, cut this one off. Yay. Okay. Easy, easy peasy. And we're going to set this on here. Look how good that turned out. See? All right, now let's get it on there. There. Okay. There. Ooh. All right, guess what? We're going to do the exact same thing with this piece. Now, do you see how that is going to cut? I'll cut off the little bird. Well, one of my customers the other night, the exact same thing was going to happen with her. She was going to have to cut off her butterfly. So what she ended up doing was she cut it out. And I thought, what a great idea. So that's what we're going to do. And then she added it back on. So normally, if this had something that you didn't want, that that didn't need to be cut out, like this little bird, you would go ahead and do the exact same thing. Put it up there, measure it out 1/4 of an inch, and then cut off that corner, and then line them back up. Okay. Let's see what happens when I do that. It may be that I just cut this whole thing off. But see, what you would do this time is go in here with 1/4 of an inch right here, measure it, and then cut it. But we're not going to do that, because what we're going to do, we're going to cut this straight across, because I have that little bird and I don't want that to show like that. So I'm going to just cut it from one side to the other. Line it up down here, and then put my little bird right there. Isn't that a cute idea? I thought it was cute. All right. Okay. Oh, something's on my elbow. Okay. There. And then we're just going to use a small dimensional. Put our bird on. There. Okay. Oop. Oh, he's so cute. All right. So we're going to put our sentiment on. You love fall, Sue? Aw. Today's the first day that has felt like fall. Truly, it really, has been hot up until today. My husband and I were sitting out on the front porch, and he was like, I think it's finally turned to fall. I said, I think you're right. Oop. Get these out. Now, I keep forgetting, but if I have used the adhesive backed paper on these, and if you get it started, it'll take those out with it. It'll take it out for you. I keep forgetting that and try to work them out. Let's see. Now this may take me a minute, I had somebody new in my class the other night, and she was like, how do we do this? Do you see how that one came out? Now, it sometimes will stretch out your letters, but it springs right back, so don't worry. There. Whew. Now look, it got rid of all that. So what you'll do is you'll start at one end and set it down. Just set it down. And do you see how it all will fall right back in? So you don't have to worry about it. There. The N is usually the hardest thing for me, but it's going in there pretty good. All right. Now, the thing that I tell my customers every time is that don't forget your I. So, there it is. Now, the thing about that is that it has adhesive on it too. And we could sit here and fight about it, fight with it to try to get it on, but I'm just going to put a piece of, or a little thing of, wait a minute, do I want to use this? Or do I want to, yeah, I better not. I'm going to use this and pick it up. Oh, no, it's not. All right, let me try this one. No, I want to pick it up. All right, I guess I'm going to have to use my fingers. Darn. There. Okay. Up. All right. Yep, I'm going to have to use it. It's not going to want to come off now that I've got it on there. Let me see if I use this end. There. That's what I needed right there. Came back off again. There. Okay. Ooh, got it. There. See the I on there? Yeah, you don't want to forget your I. All right, it took all of this to get it on there, but that's okay. All right, that goes to that. That goes to that. Let me put all this back together. And then that goes to that. Anything else? Yeah, this goes to that. Okay. Whew. That's a pretty cool tool kit. I mean, a tool, isn't it? All right. And the same thing on this, but this I tried to put it on there so that I could get it off. There. Uh-oh. Left a piece on. There we go. All right. Sending. Should I put it there? Because I don't want to mess up my bird up there, though. That one, that looks pretty good. I could move my bird. Let me see. But put this here. Sending. Or should I put it down here? Sending. And then stamp on the inside. Yeah, I think I like it here. All right, now I took that off and have to put another one on. All right. Naomi, what time is it there? What time are you watching this? There you go. All right, sending. I could either go ahead and just stamp it, or I could put it on here. I think I'll just stamp it on the inside. Let's see if it'll fit on this one. Okay, yep. This one says, sending thanks for your kindness. Ta-da! Sending thanks for your kindness. I like that. He's a sweetie, isn't he? He is. Thank you, Sue. That's so sweet. It looks clean. All right. Let me put it back before I lose it. Does it go that way? No, it must go this way. All right. I'm glad you like that project. All right, I'm going to set that one over there. I hope everybody understood how to do the measurements and the fold on that one. It's really easy once you get it. Sometimes you have to see it, right, to understand the fold. All right, the next one is this really pretty one. Now I use a little bit of the retired designer series paper, the gold and silver, but this is it, and I'm highlighting the perfectly penciled, I think is the name of it, paper, so that you can see what is it. Yeah, perfectly penciled. It comes black and white on both sides, but you can color it with pencils, color it, watercolor it, blends, anything that you want to. So, excuse me, do I sneeze every week? I hope not. That would be embarrassing. I feel like I do. And get on here and sneeze. Oh. Alright, I know you guys think all I do is travel, but guess where I'm going? Not this weekend. This weekend I'm spending it with my husband down at their camper. But next week, I'm going to be going to Pigeon Forge and meet my sister there. She's my youngest sister. I have two sisters. My oldest sister is Debbie, and she lives in Swansboro, which is where I grew up. And my youngest is Pam. She's the one that I used to share a bedroom with growing up. So we're very close. All right, to color this in, I'm going to use Mossy Meadow and Fresh Freesia. So what I like doing, instead of putting my water painter in the ink pad itself, I put some ink on my block and then use that ink to watercolor with. I've got these here in case I need them. All right, the other thing that I like doing is having this on a piece of scrap paper. So, ooh, look at that. Okay, good. All right. You're going to want something, because if you put this in full strength, it can be, well, the fresh freesia is not that bad. But look at this, Mossy Meadow. See how dark that is? I don't want it that dark, but that looks good. That darkness. Okay, so when you have water painters, you want to make sure they're clean before you start using them. And you just pick up some of the color. And where you want it the darkest, which is usually down at the bottom, you can kind of see where Stampin' Up. Do you see where Stampin' Up has shaded it in? That's where you want to start once you pick up your color. So that it's darker down there, and then it lightens up as you paint with it. Can you see that? Anyway, so you pick it up and you start down where the shadow or shading is, and then work your way across, adding more as you need it. Do you see how I started back down here once I added more color, more ink? If you need to add more, you start down at the bottom still. So see, now that one I could leave kind of open, because you want some of yours to have white in it. So I'm going to leave that as is. But anyway, so my sister and I are going to Pigeon Forge next weekend. And we did that. It's, I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I'm a cancer survivor, a breast cancer survivor. And it was the fall of my cancer that both of my sisters and I met in Pigeon Forge and spent the weekend there together. And it was sad because it was the first time like I had done anything since my diagnosis, because I had a mastectomy, chemo, and then radiation. And what's sad about it, or what I remember about it the most, is that my hair had not grown in. And I am telling you guys, people are the sweetest thing ever, ever. And they want to come up to you and tell you their story. My grandma, my mother, my sister, on and on. And they don't want to bring it up, but they can't help it. They want to talk about it, and I do too. I did at the time. I don't talk much about it now, but I did at the time. Like, it's something about knowing that you're not the only one. The sad thing is that some of them are not good endings. And so that would scare me, but it also prepared me. Does that make sense? It prepares you kind of mentally for, what could happen. I've been very lucky, knock on wood, that I've not had any issues since then. But the last time I did this again was with my sister, and people would, like, we went on this skyline, and it was absolutely gorgeous, and everybody's standing up, and then this lady stands up and, here, you take my spot. And that's what I mean by how sweet people can be. You take, and it's because she saw that my hair hadn't grown back in. And that's how she knew that, I must be sick. But we went shopping one day, and see, I didn't realize at the time that this was all going on, that the chemotherapy had caused me to go into heart failure, but I was short of breath a lot, winded, tired all the time. There, I think that's got it. What do you think of that so far? And what was I saying? Anyway, people, we went shopping. I couldn't at the time stay up, stand up too long, but people would like give you things. So this lady gave me a scarf, and it was pink. And it's almost like they looked for things. What do I have that I can give her that would be pink? So now every time I use that scarf or see that scarf, I think of her, the lady that was so sweet. And I had a waiter, young waiter, probably in his 20s, and his grandma had breast cancer. And he kept walking by me at the table. He wasn't my waiter, but he kept walking by. And finally, I kept thinking to myself, he's going to say something. But it's not until you go out in public like that you realize how people see you. Because when I hadn't been a whole lot of places when we had been, out in public, because I did not get a wig. Now, my youngest sister ended up with breast cancer I want to say 5 years ago. That's hard to believe that she's already been through it that long ago. Now, this is not, you know, familiar, so it's not like we were the only ones in our whole family that had breast cancer. And it ended up, I may have told y'all this, ended up environmental. And, but she ended up with it too. Same exact kind of cancer. And she wore a wig. I couldn't do it. It was in the middle of the summer. Oh, yeah, no, couldn't do it. But she liked it. And she looked good. She looked really good in it. So I had a hat. That's what I wore. And the funniest story is when I was home, my husband said, "Now, Helen, there's going to be, my friend from work is going to come over and take a look at our computer." I was like, "Okay." Well, when I was home, I would leave my scarf or my hat off. Okay, what do y'all think? See, some of them are dark and some of them are light. And that gives it depth, I think. But anyway, I didn't wear my hat. And so I'd been home all day. He comes in the afternoon, and I forget to put my hat on. So he's there for like an hour, and he's getting ready to leave, and I realize, oh my gosh, I don't have my hat on. I apologized like 1,000 times. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so sorry that you had to see me bald. It's weird when you're the one that's going to be bald. I think I put that flat. My youngest son, I think, was maybe in third grade. So I want to say 8 or 9. And I kept saying to him, now, Eric, you need to go ahead and tell your friends that Mommy's sick. He didn't understand. He didn't want to tell anybody that I was sick. And finally, he wanted to invite his friends over, but by this time my hair had fallen out. And I said, Eric, I'm not going to let you bring them over until you've told them that Mommy's sick and has had to lose her hair. Well, he forgot, and they came over. And, they're out there playing football. And I walk out, and they just stop. Not Eric. He didn't understand why everybody was stopping. But, I don't know. You just remember some of those. Now, see, talking about going to Pigeon Forge has brought back a lot of memories. There. All right. That was easy peasy, wasn't it? All right. Let's see. I'm going to put this on. Anyway, I'm looking forward to going with my youngest sister. Like I said, we're very close from having to, what did I say on this one? Hope each moment of your day. That saying comes from the garden birdhouses. Okay. There you go. Pretty good. That looks good. It's funny when you go on vacation who you go with, and you want to make sure, or whatever, it doesn't have to be vacation, but wherever, if you're not at home, who you're with, because everybody vacations differently. Like, my husband's a lot of fun. He's wanting to go do all kinds of things when we're out and about, and my youngest sister's the same way, so that makes it a lot of fun. She wants to go, and see, this is always the best time of year, right? All these craft shops and things going on, and plus Pigeon Forge at this time of the year is going to be gorgeous. Now you want to make a bow, but it's going to be a big bow because you want to be able to see it. So maybe this big. Maybe not that big. A little bit smaller. There. My oldest sister's not going to be able to come with us this year, and I'm sad about that, because she has certainly been through her share of health issues this past 6 months or so. Okay, I'm going to put the glue dot right there. Put the bow right there. And I'm putting a lot. I don't normally put 4. I probably would have only put 3. But I don't with it going over that knot. I want to make sure it's not going to move. Okay. There you go. There. Whew. Got it. I almost forgot to tell you guys. Tomorrow, now listen good, Stampin' Up! Is having a big sale on stamp sets. 15% off on the 15th. So that's tomorrow. I don't want y'all to miss out on that. So the bundles are not included, but what I want to say is, if you're going to get the bundles, you probably want to get the bundles separate. Or I've added it up, and the 15% off of the stamp set is a better deal than the bundle. Does that make sense? So if you buy the stamp set at 15% off and then the dies that go with it, or you get the bundle, it's cheaper to buy the stamp set and for 15% off and then the die that goes with it. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. So you do not want to miss that. Don't miss it. All right. The next card is a really, really pretty card. And it's using the Apple Harvest stamp set. Isn't that pretty? Okay. So, let me put that one right there so you can see it while we're doing it. Okay. What we're going to do is go ahead and put our red on. Straight. So you put this on straight and centered. Maybe that's the word I'm wanting to use. Then you put your embossed layer on, but you're going to put it on slightly askewed. So kind of like that. So it's not going to be on real straight. Okay. Isn't that pretty? Okay. So now we're going to stamp the apple. In Early Espresso. Now again, you don't mash it in, you go tap, tap, tap and get it good and inked up. There. Whew. Nice. Has anybody else been to Pigeon Forge and Dollywood and all of that? It's going to be beautiful this time of year. We were real lucky to find a place. It's a cabin with 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. A beautiful cabin. Alright, so now I'm going to be using my blends to color this in. Okay, now I like to start with the light first. Now, there is a apple right here. At first I almost colored it in with green and then realized, wait a minute, that's an apple. So don't miss that. And you only need to do a light. You don't have to press on this very hard because that messes up the tip. Okay, so that's the light. You have 4 apples. And then we're going to go over the dark. And again, it's where Stampin' Up! Has given us a tip on where to put it. Does that make sense? So with your dark, you're going to just lightly go over the dark areas that Stampin' Up! Have already given us. Okay, and then go back over that, because you see you don't want lines. You don't want it to have lines. Do you see how I have lines? So now this is where the shading comes in. Alcohol markers allows you to move the ink or the color. Isn't that better? It's very pretty. Again, use the light first. And then we'll go back and put some dark in it to give it some depth. So yeah, you do not want to miss out on this sale. Stampin' Up! Only does it maybe once a year. Make sure you find all the leaves, because look at this. This is one little area I forgot with the apple. Till you get it all colored in, and then you realize that's part of the apple too. Alright, now these blends are from the, what do they call them? Skin tones. So, I'm going to use some of this brown to color in the leaves. There. That's pretty, isn't it? All right. All right. You kind of have to look and see where this is going to fit. There. Okay. Just roll it on through. This is our mini Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. Oh, look what a good job that did. Okay. Good, good, good. All right, now we have a piece of old olive ribbon. And we're going to fold it in half. Then we're going to put dimensionals on our apple piece. There you go. Okay. Whew, nice. All right, and then the last thing we need to do, stamp this in Early Espresso. I love this saying, the greatest gift is a good friend. Look how good that turned out. Let me go ahead and close this. Oop. Oop. Let's see. Not wanting to come off. There. One of my youngest sons' best friends sent us a save the date for his wedding this spring, and it's, oh my gosh, to watch these kids grow up just swells my heart, and it happened so fast. Anyway, you know, his fiance is beautiful, and he's lucky, and it's just, it's going to be something this spring. There you go. There you go. Whew. What do you think? It's pretty, 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 isn't it? All right, so these are the 3 cards we made tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun and just that easy to enjoy this. And it's even more fun when you're doing it with friends, like I'm doing it with you. So certainly invite some of your friends over to make a card. It's fun and you get to talk about life, don't you? All right, everybody. Well, I hope you have a good week. I'll see you next Wednesday. I'll be back by then, and I'll see you then. All right, take care. Bye bye.